Hey y'all, welcome back. It's a little cooking chat with Colony. Well, I'm making beef stir-fried rice today, and I hope y'all enjoy. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't worry about how anything look, because again, this ain't your kitchen. It's my kitchen, okay? So what you need to pay attention to is what I'm doing. Alright? So I'm just going to cut up this here. Now I'm going to use some more bell pepper, but for right now I'm going to use this. Alright, here we go. And I'm not no skilled chef in cutting. I cut it how I need to cut it. If I need it small, I just keep getting it until I go. I keep getting it till I go. And yes, I try to pay attention, make sure I don't cut myself or nobody else. Alright. That ain't really nothing cut in there. Now if y'all hear a baby crying, I'm gonna have to pause for the cause and tend to my cheering. You hear them old people say cheering. Children. My children. My kids. My kids. But cheering. My little human the Lord that gave me. Anywho, now I'm gonna cut as fast as I can within safety and in reason. You hear what I mean? Within safety and within reason. We're gonna try to make this be real short though. I ain't gonna be holding y'all. When the old people say, I won't hold you long. Other ingredients. Okay. That's purple onion, red onion, whatever you can call it. Red bell pepper. It can be green. It can be yellow. I just happen to have red. Okay. Sometimes when you cook, you don't have to have the exact thing. You just have to have something that can produce the same similar flavor profile. Ooh. You know, I watch cooking shows. That's why I even know what that flavor profile means. Otherwise, you know. So, you know, a red onion has a little tiny, maybe slight little difference than a green onion flavor, but green pepper flavor. But it's still gonna pepper. It's gonna give you mild pepper. Okay, mild bell pepper. It's still gonna bell pepper for you at the end of the day. Whether it's red, green, or yellow, it's still gonna do the bell pepper thing. It's like the onion. The onion's still gonna do the onion thing, even if it's different onion. It's still gonna give you that. Okay. Anyway, I got 2 cloves of garlic. Alright. Oh. Throwing it at you. In here. I got a little knob. I'm gonna call it a knob. A little knob of ginger. Fresh ginger. Okay. My town where I grew up, y'all. Less than 500 bucks. There was more cows and trees and people. And it was right. It was right. One day I hope to go back there and stay. Some days I'm like, when the Lord let me, if it be His will, and I can go back home and rock on my porch. Rock on my porch. I mean, sit in my rocking chair on my porch, you know, and be in the country. It's all right. Now, ain't nothing wrong with living in the city if you like the city. You know, I like the city. It's all right. Sure do sacrifice a lot living in the city. You know, you sacrifice a lot living in the country too. Yes. What are you willing to deal with? Just like things in life. What are you willing to deal with? Because you ain't got to deal with everything now. Ain't every trial and tribulation something that the Lord is allowing you to go through. Sometimes you walking through that thing yourself. You know what I mean? That's a little something, but I ain't gonna preach to y'all. Y'all here to learn how to make this. And even if you know how to make it, maybe I'm just entertaining to you. That's fine. You might just want to see me. I watch a lot of people on social media. I don't necessarily watch to see them cook something or see how they cook a thing. I might already know how to make it, or I know that I don't like it. Look at another recipe. I just like how entertaining the person is. Anyway, I skint this. I'm gonna run a little water over it because it's still a root. I'll be cutting that knob of garlic up in real fine, you know, little bit pieces. Now what I'm gonna do is, once I cut it into a good little, it's a good little amount, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna take the, just look what I'm doing, you see? And I'm gonna kind of smush it and rake backwards. That's what I'm doing. I'm kind of mincing it, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing it like this. I'm doing it like this, just to further break it down. Try to make it into a little semi-paste. Okay. Now the garlic, it can stay kind of chunky. Okay. Oh, not bad. Y'all ain't really got to see me though. You really got to pay attention to the food. I don't need to be all in the image like that. Okay. Garlic and ginger. Got a fresh carrot. But I'm also going to use some frozen carrots and peas. So don't misunderstand. And you can use all fresh ingredients if you so please. Good for you. If you use all frozen ingredients. Good for you. Thank the Lord that you got what you need to make what you want. All right. Here's some rice. This is parboiled rice. Parboiled mean pre-boiled. Boiled a little bit, but not all the way. You know what I mean? So this is a parboiled, aka boiled a little bit rice. Okay, it comes like that. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. Anyways, I need to rinse this until the water runs clear. Why are we rinsing? We want to get all the starch off. Why do we want the starch off? Well, for the style of food that I'm cooking, you don't want the starch because the starch makes the rice kind of gummy and stick together. We're not making sticky rice. We're making stir-fry rice. So we want the rice grammars or the rice grains or whatever they're called to be separated. Okay? We want a little division. It's only time division is all right. Well, it ain't the only time. I'm just playing with it. All right. Anyway, let me rinse this. I'll be back. All right, it's rinsed. It's still a little water in there, but I'm gonna use that water to cook it. Okay. Okay. We see this fresh carrot. Let me get my potato peeler. Okay, so we're just gonna take the top layer off. So you're gonna rotate, one, two, rotate. Rotate. You gotta hold it in the air. Rotate. You just wanna take that first layer off. Then after this, I will wash it. Okay, because I know some people are like, you should have washed it before. Why? Because I'm taking this layer off. This layer, the layer that the water would hit, is off because it's not good to use that outside part. Okay. Use it now. Use it before you lose it. Use it before you lose it. Okay? Okay. Ain't got to be perfect. Here we go. So it's now skinned. Okay? Now you rinse it. Got it, y'all with. Now you wonder where am I putting these scraps? Over here somewhere. Don't matter. It's gonna go in the trash when I need to put it in there. Okay. Alright. We're gonna cut off that top little butt. That is quite a bit, but that's okay. Okay, then we're just gonna cut it into kind of like a 1/4 inch. This is about 1 inch, people say. So maybe 1/2 inch or a little bit less. So we're gonna dice it into little, cubes. So let's just cut it. And no, I don't want to shred it because that's just not how it's done. So that's why. Okay. And we keep the little nub, but we take the little bit off the little nub. That's all right. Here we go. Now what I do is, you look at them, cut it in half, cut the 2 halves into 4s. Boom. Uh-oh, somebody need me. All right, back in action. Diaper duty. Okay, so now we're just gonna keep cutting these little discs. Just you know, I'm an adult now, so it's my fault I'm fat. Right. I'll get better in time. Amen. Amen. Okay. Let me pick it up so you can see it. So small little baby dices. Add that to the vegetable plate. Let's go ahead and get the scallions. Not scallions. Now these scallions been in my refrigerator for a little while, but that's okay. I'll just pull away what ain't good, you know what I mean? And use what is. Now these scallions really gonna be like a garnish. You add these at the last minute kind of thing. But what I'm doing through is seeing what's good and what ain't. And I did say ain't. I am college educated. I understand that grammatically that's not appropriate to say. It don't matter. Y'all understand what I'm saying though, right? Okay, that's the point of effective communication. Is that the receiver understands the message. So you know what I mean when I say ain't. Okay? Even if it ain't a proper word. You know what it means. Don't try. Anyway, let me cut off because it's a little slimy, but it's not bad. Okay, it just means it's on its last leg. Alright. So let me rinse this real good. Now I'm probably going to use this little white part, the more oniony part, actually stir fried. But the green part is the garnish part. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And no. I don't normally say now I mean. Sometimes, you know, you just say a little goofy stuff. You just say a little goofy stuff. But you know, can't be talking too crazy if folks won't listen to you. So there's a time and a place for everything. Alright. Now let me go ahead and cut up the garnish. If it, you know, it'll do right. If it looks a little jinky, that's fine. Jinkies. Y'all used to watch Scooby-Doo? I love me some Scooby-Doo. And Scrappy-Doo. Yeah, Scrappy was dope. Okay. That's all I'm going to use of that. But I'm going to find a way to use some more of it because it's going to go. It's going to go bad. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Now, you know what I should have been doing, y'all? But that's how you know it's reality. I should have been boiling my rice. Anywho, let me, I know y'all seen it. I was holding on to this thing here, trusting this. Sometimes you can't trust everything that looks reliable. Missed for that. Okay, let me rinse my pan out a little bit. And yes, I don't know why. I ain't gonna say anybody rinses their pans and pots and plates and spoons and bowls and cups before they use them, even though they know they have washed them thoroughly. You just, you know, you seen your people do it. By people, you seen whoever was older than you. You seen them do it. So you do it too. Okay. And also you want to go through and pick out any like funky looking rice bits. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here with the little residual water that was already in there because I didn't fully strain all the water out. Now some of that water, because you ain't going to need a lot of water. because we're gonna cook it a little bit. Like, there we go. We're gonna cook it, you know, a little bit. So see, it's not above the water. The water's not above the rice. It's like meeting it. Okay. Let me readjust, y'all. Okay. Let that go ahead and start boiling. Let me find a lid. Okay. Now, here's what we done. Okay, we got red onion, red pepper, we got garlic, we got ginger, we got fresh carrot, and we got scallion onion. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for fresh vegetables. Then we're gonna add some peas to that thing. So we got some frozen peas in here because you know what I mean? Okay, now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is use that same bowl with the rice. Still got a little rice in it, that's okay. We're going to transfer all these vegetables in there. Okay. Now what you could do, which is something I didn't do, but it's okay. It's not going to ruin the flavor. You could let your rice, not your rice, but your garlic and onions cook a little bit first before you add all the other vegetables, but it'll still do this thing. Now let me get a cutting board for my meat. Now we to the meat of the matter. All right, meat of the matter. I'm not gonna use all this meat because I don't need to use all this. Okay. And I'm just gonna take out some of the easy little thin pieces. Now this is meat scraps. These are like the little pieces of scraps they might have cleaned off of a brisket or something, or you know, some other better cut of meat that they were just taking the trimmings off. And they didn't want to throw it away because it's still, you can still use this meat. You can make tacos with this meat. What I'm doing right now is just beef fried rice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you ain't got to have prime cuts of meat to cook. You know what I'm saying? Think about everything that everybody eat of the animal. From the rooter to the tooter is what people say. That means from the front or the head to the back, which is the butt. You know what I mean? And sometimes to the feet and the ear. So what I'm going to do is cut this into very thin pieces. You want to try to find the direction that the meat, the grain of the meat is going. So I can't really explain it any better than that. But so you can look and you see little striations. That's the direction that the meat grain is going. Cut opposite of that. That makes it more tender, more, you know, easier to chew. If you feel like you need to cut a little bit off of it, cut a little bit off of it. That's okay. You want to leave it on there, just know sometimes some of the little tough little parts, like this little skin here, if I feel like really cutting that off, I can cut that off. Because see, that might make it a little tough. But I'm going to chop it up good enough to where that ain't going to make no difference. And then once you cut it against the grain, cut it with the grain. And now you got little bitty bits. Okay. So I ain't going to do all this while y'all present. Let me get this cut up and we'll be back. Okay, I didn't do a whole lot of meat. There you go. Meat, just a little bit of meat. These are versatile bags. These are Walmart bags, but they're versatile. They bring you your groceries, you know. And we can wrap up that meat. Now, I'm going to properly store this meat, but it'll be fine like this for now. All right. Okay. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Oh yeah, it's getting hot here. All right, so what we gonna do now? We got the wok. We got, that's water, y'all. Anyway, let's get the wok on medium-high heat. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some oil. Okay, this oil is good, right? Cause see, I got, you know, unused avocado oil. This is peanut oil that I fried other things in, except fish, because fish, it holds on That flavor holds on in that oil. So you can reuse oil, you know, it's okay. At least that's what my people used to do, my mama. They used to hold oil and use it until it turned black. That's what they do at the fast food places. Do you think they do use new oil every day? Okay. Think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use my pre-used oil, and this oil got extra flavor in it. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, so I just put what's that, tablespoon? Okay. And then the amount of my vegetables, I'm sorry, you just had to use, you know, the little as lot as you want. Little as lot as you want, you know what I mean. Okay, so what we gonna do is let that get hot, and we're gonna take these vegetables, our little vegetable mix. Okay, let that. All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to tend to my babies. Anywho, okay, now let's get back to what we're doing. We got the pan, we got some of that good seasoned oil. So you want to just kind of whoosh it around in the pan. Medium high heat. Take your veggie mix. Let the pan get a little bit hot, a little bit. Okay, let me go back over these ingredients. Okay, a little curry. Okay. That's what I'm saying. This is, like I said, it's Nigerian influenced beef stir-fried rice. Now this is me, my influence. A little liquid smoke, just a little bit. That's gonna go in the meat. You know what I'm saying? Calabash nutmeg has a savory flavor. Smoked paprika. Pico mix. You can also use liquid aminos. Okay, we're gonna do a little herb. Do a little dippity dash of rosemary and a little dippity dash of thyme. Just a little bit. Okay, the pan is hot. You hear it? Okay. Now we're gonna put it on medium high for just a little bit, but the carrot's gonna take a little minute to cook. Okay. Now what you wanna do is base season. That means put an initial season on your vegetables. Just a little salt. Just a little sprinkle. Fresh cracked pepper, or you don't have to be fresh cracked. I like mine fresh cracked. Okay. Oh, it's already just cooking them vegetables. Already smelling nice. All right, okay. About 10 minutes. I had to let that fresh carrot cook. Now you can bypass this step and again use frozen peas and carrots or frozen carrots, whatever vegetables you want to put in there. So let me test and see. Tender. Okay. Same bowl I was using before. I'm gonna take out all the vegetables. Okay, now we're gonna start on the meat. Now I'm just gonna move this out the way, put it in the microwave, just to put it somewhere. Okay. Now, put it back on high. Okay, so now we got our little bit of meat in there. Okay, now I'm gonna add my seasoning. There y'all go. Okay. Let me toss it around a little bit. Okay. Now, when I tell you this is less than a teaspoon of liquid smoke, depending on the amount of meat you got, this is less than a teaspoon. That's all I said. Less than a teaspoon. Okay. Then, smoked paprika. Uh-oh. I had to find me a new paprika. I ran out of the other one. I ran out of this one. I mean, I got to take the lid off. Okay. And dash a little bit of that in there. Also, pepper. Okay. Cut that heat down a little bit. You don't want it to burn. Just want to get a little Okay, now let me put a little bit of the calabash nutmeg. Just a little tiny bit, little bitty tiny bit. Not a lot, y'all. Double stitch over. There you go. And just a little pinch. Okay. And just a little salt, because remember, we're still going to use a seasoning cube, but I'm going to wait to put that with everything. So let it cook, okay? We're going to add a little bit of soy sauce to the meat. A couple dibbly dabs, okay? Okay, now that meat got some good flavor on it. See how quick it cooked? It's fast, didn't it? Okay. Now I let my meat cook all the way through. Okay, now I done forgot to tell you about the rice. The rice is done. Okay. Rice is done. Okay, once the meat is cooked, it's still gonna keep cooking, but it's cooked. What we gonna do is add everybody to the party. Okay? Let's go ahead and add. Hold on. We wanna add the rice last. Anyway, I forgot about my peas. Since the peas was frozen. Go ahead and add the peas. That's one thing a pea about to be seen is very little in there. So I'm gonna add a little bit of more peas, mixed with some carrots. Okay. Now you can keep moving because the peas are gonna cook and unthaw and all that as you toss it. It is. But let me give it just okay. There we go. Now, I forgot where I put my vegetables. Here you go. Your vegetable mix. Add that. Add all the juices to it. Juices in there. Add all the juices to it. Keep that fire on high now. Keep that fire on high. Now, let's add the rice. Now, I know some people say we gotta add cold rice. It's gonna overcook it. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Cut the fire off. We don't need heat anymore. Everything's cooked. Now let's season. Add a couple dribble drops of soy. Add a whoop. Oh, this one empty. Very empty. That's alright. You can use this brand. Or any brand I said as before of curry powder. Okay, just a light sprinkle of the curry powder. Okay. A little bit of this herb. What's this? Thyme. Just a smidge. Thyme. A little bit of rosemary. Alright. Then, let's toss it. Everybody mix it together. Okay, seasoning cube. It comes in two thing. It comes with two already in there. So you just throw that seasoning cube in there. me. This is the plate that I had before that I put just the vegetables in. Go on and plate it up. Go on and plate it up. Put my top back on. So see, we done. Find me something to eat with. See? All right. All right, y'all. Y'all can make this too.